And oh god, and welcome back everyone. Welcome to another week, another KSL. Of course, we are here for the Korean StarCraft League number 4. I'm your host, ZvP, and with me, I'm currently on my own. I will later be joined by the likes of Asher Bro around the semi-finals to finals era of this tournament. But until then, we are here on our own, and we have a series. We finally have a series. I apologize for the delayed start to the tournament. We did arrive at 10 minutes late, and then it took another 10 plus minutes, or actually, oh my god, it took us 8 minutes to find a series. 18 minutes, sorry, to find a series because there wasn't one available. A bit of a feels bad, man, but we finally got one 37 minutes into the tournament. But we are here and spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Ancient Sister, and we have the South Korean Zerg player representing Dragon KZ Gaming, DKZ. It is Dark. And spawning in the top right hand corner of Ancient Sister, and we have his opponent, the blue Protoss player. It is Demosthenes. Demosthenes? Yeah. Demo, if you will. And I'm a little bit perplexed as to who this person is. I was trying to look up any information on Wikipedia, and I got some conflicting sources in the end. So he is either an Australian or an American. Or no one. You know what? I should ask him. So I'm not too familiar with him. I think he may be an American living in Korea. I think that may be where he's from. Regardless, we are here in our first matchup, and it is great to be back once again with another week of KSL. For those wondering, of course, exclamation mark KSL in the chat if you want to support this event. KSL is, of course, funded by the community, for the community, and organized by Dave Testa and Chicken Man. So massive shout out to both Dave and Chicken Man for making this event a reality. And shout out to all the patrons as well for funding this event so much, to the point where it was recently announced, because there's so much support for this tournament, Dave and Chicken Man are setting aside a portion of that money, and they are going to be running another event. I don't think they've released any specifics, but it is supposed to be like a GSL style event open to the European and American regions, so it's going to be a little bit more diverse when it comes to the kind of players that we get. And more details will be announced soon TM regarding that next event. Until that happens though, we're here in the second round of the tournament. Dark has since been kind of chilling and waiting here, just like us the entire time. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the bracket yourselves. But meanwhile, Demos has been working his way through. He did 2-0 Nasus nasty in the first round. So yeah, definitely an impressive result here as he is getting into his own build. We do see a Twilight Council opener from Demos. He did not. Well, he kind of, there we go. Does end up pulling out a gas in the end, and he is going to be going for glaives. This is a setup for either 3-gate or 4-gate glaive adepts. We have 2 gates in the main. We have 1 at the 2 gates in the natural and 1 in the main, so 3 gates for the time being. Looks like he doesn't really have plans to throw it now. There it is. There's the 4th gate. So we are going to be very committed here with these glaive adepts, and I really appreciate a build like this against Dark, because Dark is one of the best Zerg players in the entire world. Oh my god, but he's responding so well to this. He's doing such a great job at scouting, confirming that nothing is coming out. He knows something is wrong. He throws down a Roach Warren in response at around the 3-minute 50 to 3:45 mark. And with this, he will have defensive roaches to work with. He is already cutting drones as well, relatively early. But you do have to take this seriously, because, again, Demos is going to be very committed with these glaive adepts. Because it's 4 and not 3 gates, you do have to do more damage. You are that much more committed. You have to deal some economic damage, at least if you want to transition out of this. If not, just straight up end the game. Here we go. The adepts are shading across the map. Dark squeezes out a couple more drones. Drones up to 37 in the end. But Roach is already on the way. The Queens are getting in position. The Lings are rushing on over as well. The Ling Scout does spot the army location. And Dark is getting in position. Oh. Here we go. We are going to be waiting here on creep. The queens are going to be fending this off for the time being. Are we going to commit? That was a rough commitment. The adepts do shade into the natural, but every adept is going to be going down. And this is not a good start here for Demos, because you need the momentum. You need to build up over time your adept count. Because those adepts went down, Dark feels confident enough to dive on this. The adept count is not high whatsoever. And this is not a good start here for Demos. He needs to do something more. He needs to maybe even wait for another warp in. But if you wait for another warp in like we're doing, Dark, he's getting more roaches, getting more lings. It's going to be easier for him to defend. It's so important to snowball with adepts. And here we go. They do shade in towards the third base. They get one drone. They get two drones. Two drones, it's something, don't get us wrong, but there's still so much on the ground. Oh, the prism goes down to the queens. We have some nice focus firing on these drones as well. 6 in total. The drone count for Dark is in shambles right now, but his army is what's important. Back at home, we had a link counterattack. The cybercore went down. The pylon gets taken down as well, and this is basically game. We can't warp in stalkers. We can't warp in adepts. We can only warp in slow lots. And Dark is sending everything he has across the map. We have 2 more gates being thrown down, so Demos is committed to the 2-base all-in. He's working on Immortal as well, but the natural is compromised. The main is barely standing. He's trying to buy time for the Immortal. The Immortal is going to come out in a couple of seconds, but by the time the Immortal comes out, roaches are going to be here. Who needs a lair? Who needs upgrades? I mean, Dark does. He just now finished up his lair. He's taking more gases. He's droning behind this transition if his opponent survives. But GG, well played, gets called, and Dark takes game number 1. Oh. In a pretty dominant display there. I mean, Demos, his execution, like his build execution overall of the 4-gate glaives was fairly standard, you know. It was fairly well executed, but the build itself, you know, the fact that he went in far too quickly with those adepts and lost them immediately did kind of spell the end of the push already. You know, you want to be conservative with your first shade. You want to preserve your adept count. You want it to get to critical mass. You want to you wanted to get to that point where you can fight toe-to-toe with lings and even roaches as well. Alas, Demos was a little bit trigger happy with that. A little bit. What a clown. Oh my god. I mean, you know, I appreciate the banter. So for game 1, Demos was using the Dark Portrait. He had a Dark Portrait from times gone by with the old war chest. You're gonna see it soon. He asked Dark to wait before starting game 2. He said, hold on, I need to change my portrait. Demos changed his portrait to classic. Wow. I'm shaking my head, but here we go. We are going to be getting into game number 2, and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Gresvan, we have the South Korean Zerg player representing Dragon Kai Z Gaming. It is, oh, let's go. Oh, he made him upset. Going for the 12 pool, it is Dark. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Gresvan, we have his opponent. We have the blue Protoss, switching his portrait from Dark to Classic here to make a statement. Getting 12 pulled. It is Demosthenes. Hey. Oh boy. Clearly, Demos having a change of heart after game number 1. You know, maybe he doesn't want to cheer for his opponent anymore. Oh, we're committing! The drone is sneaking out across the map. This isn't just a 12 pool. This is going to be a proxy hatch as well. Oh, the gloves are off. Dark, you know, a pretty standard game in game 1 where he was just the defender, standard opener, hatch gas pull. But here we go. Here on Gresvan, we have the proxy hatch. The wall has been disturbed. Lings are coming across the map as we speak. Dark isn't pulling the boys. He's not going full ape. But regardless, we have some hyper aggression here. Ay. Boys are being pulled to help deal with this. I don't think this is the wisest of choices here from Demos. Lings are about to rock up. The first Zealot is out, don't get us wrong. Second Zealot is on the way as well, but Dark is going to have surface area here to focus on this. This is a little bit misplaced. I believe Dark was supposed to try and like hug this against the gateway, but on the surround! No! The Zealot gets surrounded. The Zealot is going to fall. And so will these probes. There is going to be a second Zealot in a couple of seconds though. Oof. But here come more Lings. Here come more Lings. The Zealot has arrived. This shield battery is being focused down. Oh my god. Oh, and that's a kill, not a cancel. Lings make it in and they get us around on that last Zealot. And once the Zealot goes down, the pylon is going to be exposed. We have a third Zealot coming out here to try and hold on. Oof. Looks like this Zealot will be able to hold the line for a little bit here, but Lings are continuing to flood across the map. Dark is expanding, but he hasn't droned whatsoever. That is just for Larva. A Queen is about to rock up on the front lines as well. We do have an Adept. Up. Oh, the eggs are making the positioning here a little bit awkward, but the Zealot does go down. The Adept count is getting higher and higher there. Like, over time, you know, these Adepts are going to be able to clean up these Lings, but we do now have a Queen. The Queen will change things. Oh no, the Adept, no! Oh, the Adept doesn't get microed back. Demos was a little bit too distracted with the Adept in his main base instead. Oh, and we see another surround. Oof. Yeah, this shield battery on the low ground is not going to finish. Another kill, not a cancel. The pylon is being targeted down as well. This is the last Adept that we are going to have here for Demos. GG gets called. Cheeky! Ay. Good luck with my... It's playing Gumi here next, by the way, not Maru, but... GG, well played. Dark, it does take the series at 2-0. Ay. Congratulations to Dark. Shout out to Demos for advancing on to this round and making it to the second round here of KSL. It is a pretty competitive tournament, but of course, you know, he is up against one of the best Zerg players in the world, and going toe-to-toe with Dark is a tough ask. So congratulations to Dark. He moves on to the quarterfinals, where Dark is going to be facing a Terran player. It's not going to be Maru, it is going to be Gumiho.